the odds of meeting a doppelganger, murderer, and soulmate. As much as some of us might like to think otherwise, the universe is a random, unpredictable place where very little is actually within our control. When it comes to our careers, love lives, social circles, and more, it all falls down to a game of chance. Let's say you want to know how likely it is that you will bump into your doppelganger or your soulmate. You might think that it is impossible to calculate the odds of doing so, but you'd be wrong. The universe might be a very random place, but that doesn't mean that some of its best and brightest haven't tried to quantify exactly how random it actually is. Odds of meeting your doppelganger. According to research published by the BBC, there is precisely a 1 in 135 chance that an exact pair of doppelgangers exists somewhere in the world. To put this into perspective, this means that there is currently a 0.7% chance that there is someone in the world right now who looks exactly like you, but has no relation to you whatsoever. Odds of meeting a murderer. We'll start with a rough global population estimate of 7 billion people. The worldwide annual total of murders last year was 661,500 people. Of course, it's worth noting that the actual number of murders worldwide was probably much higher, given the huge number of murders that are never actually recorded as such. The global murder rate is around 7 per 100,000 people, but there are huge variations depending on where you are in the world. If we keep in mind that less than 0.01% of all murders are serial offenses, then that means that we can largely equate the global murder count with the global number of murders, give or take a couple of hundred. Then, there are other factors to consider beyond the actual total number of recorded homicides, such as estimates by psychologists that 6% of all humans would kill another person for a reason other than self-defense. Then, there are localized studies, such as a recent study in the US that revealed that 40% of murderers do not get caught. All of this means that actually, there are quite a lot of murderers walking among us. It is these factors which have led certain number crunchers to calculate that in your lifetime, you are likely to walk past at least 16 murderers, providing that you live in an average-sized city. Some estimates even say that we walk past 36 murderers in our lifetime. But what about actually meeting a murderer, rather than simply passing them on the street? Some researchers have put the odds of meeting a murderer at 1 in 750. Odds of meeting your soulmate. The current odds of you finding your soulmate now stand at 1 in 10,000, or about 0.01%. Despite these apparently slim odds, a full 75% of us believe that we will meet our soulmate one day. Something is not adding up. Of course, such numbers should not deter you from trying to meet the love of your life. Remember that around 72% of people will, on average, get married at some point in their life. Granted, around 42% of those marriages will end in divorce, at least in the UK. This still leaves a very large chunk of the population in lifelong marriages. Hopefully, these crazy odds demonstrate just how random a place the universe truly is. Although the odds might be slim, your doppelganger, one true love, or a potential murderer could be thrown into your path by unknowable cosmic forces.